obviously the whole industry is talking about high throughput satellites, and we've started to use high throughput satellites in our network. We see this evolution in satellite technologies to have a significant impact on our ability to serve our customers. We will not use HTA satellites to serve all our customers, to serve every application, but in some applications we see that as having a significant impact. And I will take one example. In our mobility business, global maritime business, today we have a network made of about 35 wide beam, KU band wide beams, and we will overlay in areas where there is a significant density of traffic or a significant need for high bandwidth. We will overlay high throughput spot beams that will allow us to bring not only more bandwidth to our customers, but also that bandwidth at a more cost-effective price. So we're quite excited about high throughput satellites. And then there is an evolution of those high throughput satellites, which is interesting, which is O3b. We are, I believe, O3b's largest partner today. We have installed O3b services for a number of customers in the Pacific, in Africa, and we're seeing significant benefits for our customers from the low latency that O3b is offering, especially for customers that are operating real-time applications. So O3b is definitely an interesting evolution. It's still early stage. They have a small number of satellites. They will launch more. It will allow us to look at providing O3b services in more areas to more customers. And that's a very interesting technology that we see as a significant part of our growth in the next few years. Then, looking at ground technologies, obviously the evolution of antennas is something of great interest to us. There are certain segments where flat antennas will change the game and allow us in particular to use either HTA satellite or lower orbit satellites, which I think will bring value to our customers. And finishing with ground technologies, I would say that the work that has been done over the past 10 years on the efficiency on the RF front with the modems has been amazing, and credit to the technology vendors out there that we work with, NewTek, Comtech, iDirect, Gilad. They've done a great job of constantly pushing the limits, and it has changed the way we serve customers and what we can offer to them. I'll take another example in the cellular backhaul market, which is a significant growth engine for us. And I look at what we're doing 5 years ago, what we're doing today, and what we think we'll be able to do 3-5 years from now with higher power satellites, sometimes high throughput satellites. We may or may not be able to use high throughput satellites depending on the customer's needs and the customer's network's design. But when I look at how it has improved, it's enormous. We use a fraction of the number of megahertz or hertz, fraction of the number of hertz we needed to deliver a megabit to or an E1, it's a 2 megabit link to a customer in the cellular backhaul area. So that's an example where the ground technology has improved significantly. I would add, in terms of technologies that we're interested at as an extension of our satellite networks, wireless networks. We're experiencing a strong growth in the PNG market, combining low latency O3b satellite bandwidth with wireless networks as a last mile mechanism to deliver connectivity to our customers. And we are more and more interested at following the evolution of the wireless technologies because we see that as an interesting combination as a last mile technology plus a satellite backhaul in some markets where we are active. The best example in that regard is probably what we've been doing with O3B and how we've been approaching the oil and gas sector with a solution that has lower latency, and because they're operating real-time applications, that makes a difference. Some of the applications are not handling too well the traditional delay that you have on geostationary satellites. And there is also a trend towards putting people onshore as much as possible versus offshore. So moving certain activities from offshore to onshore because it saves money. It's costly to have people based offshore. And in order to have people far away from the oil field operating certain equipment, pieces of equipment, software, etc. Well, low latency is important because we're dealing with real-time applications here. So coming into the energy market, which is a relatively new market for us, we've really built our credibility as a global service provider in that sector over the past 2 years. Coming into that sector with a new technology that makes a difference has been very interesting, and we expect some good success there. Free satellite capacity. I think for me, we're seeing significant growth in our maritime business. It's a big growth engine, and I think everybody understands the growth driver in the maritime sector. You know, they're going from narrower band services to broadband, and the penetration of broadband solutions is still relatively low. So the growth is there, and we all understand it. One barrier to that growth is the cost of the terminals, the antennas, the stabilized antennas on board the vessel. If we're able to bring that down, I think we can accelerate the adoption of VSAT in the maritime sector, and I think that would be beneficial for the whole industry. So evolution on the antennas, whether they are flat or parabolic, I think is a key thing I'd like to see over the next 3 years. I know, and on the modems, continuing to push the limits, to increase the efficiency so that we can deliver more value to our customers.